USA.
Channel under attack. What's going on, guys? About a year and a half ago, I made a video about the intimacy coordinator hiring for the Acolyte. Something that hadn't been done for a Star Wars project to date. John F. Trent, who was with Bounding into Comics at the time, made an article on it. He's done that a lot of times for me over the years. Appreciate it, John. After that, it kind of went viral, and the commie piece of shit Vaush picked it up and EFAP'd it. And then suddenly I had a bunch of weirdos in my replies to the video. Never really went back and watched it because, quite frankly, been busy for a year and a half, nonstop. But we are going to EFAP his EFAP and show what a commie piece of shit he is that is completely void of reasoning and context. That's why these idiots are collectivists, because they don't understand things. They don't understand how economics work. They don't understand the point of the video. They make assumptions. They don't understand Star Wars, the references in that, the inside jokes that were in the video. I was called a racist. We're going to EFAP it, probably in the next 2 weeks, and put that piece of shit in his place. But the point is, dogpiling. Channels under attack. You look at the Rewriting Ripley thing, Star Wars Explained thing that happened over the last 2 weeks. Probably initiated by Rewriting Ripley. That's what all facts point to. The first poster of it. It's not signed or anything. How were they that stupid to not realize what their targets would do with it? They're either really that disconnected from reality that they didn't think that Ryan Kinnell and Geeks and Gamers and whoever else was targeted Star Wars Theory would take that and turn it around and reinforce their support. Even if it had worked with YouTube and they were not just demonetized, but they were banned from YouTube. They could have done anything. They could have gone to one of these alt-tech mediums like Rumble, something like that. They could have used the Patreon route. Many different options there to keep on going, and they would have used even more than they already did, the events to just strengthen their supporter base, because that's what happened. I don't know how Rewriting Ripley, Alden Diaz, J.I. Jacob, whoever it was out there, explained that, quote tweeted that in a positive manner and called for the cancellation of these channels. I don't see how they thought this was going to work. That's how disconnected they are from reality. Just like Vaush the commie is. And that's why he's a commie. That's why he didn't understand the video. And then his low IQ viewers that wound up in my comments, oh man, you got an own on him. You got an own on him. That's why he streams alone, because there's no one there to tell him, hey, I think you're wrong here. And that's one of the problems with live streaming, with the YouTube phenomenon. You get these personalities out there, right? And appeal to authority develops. And these people that watch these channels, they no longer question what they're seeing. It's more about supporting the creator. And I said last night on the spacing, I said, look, if I ever say anything wrong, or I am wrong, then I want you guys, my biggest supporters, to call me out for it. I mean, do it. I research a lot of stuff. In fact, I refrain from going into stories until I have all the facts, until I've developed a good opinion of it. Being first is important, but being accurate and maybe second is better. So we are going to EFAP this video from Vaush. He attacked my channel. He sent his minions after me. I actually gained subscribers during that time, and almost like a opposition to the people that were after me. And I didn't even publicize it really. I mentioned it a couple of times, but there were people in the comments saying, wow, this is based, subscribe, getting a couple of messages from people, stuff like that. But we are going to talk about it, and we may start talking about him a lot more often because he's an interesting example, approaching 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, an interesting example of this appeal to authority that people develop when they're watching somebody. You start to identify with them. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, but yeah, just low IQ, edgelord, thinks he's way smarter than he actually is. Made a lot of assumptions about the video, about the channel, about me personally. It was an attack. Well, like Khan said, there's a Klingon proverb that says revenge is a dish best served cold. It is very cold on the spacing.